Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
It's Western Conference NBA action. The Portland Trail Blazers here at home. And this game... the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs. Last season, they had the upper hand in the series, going 3-1 against these guys. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, Boris Diaw is out there. With Pachulia, then it's Green, then it's Durant, and it's Rondo in at the one.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. We're about 1 minute into the first. That is good.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Right wing. Gasol with it. Goes up against Pachulia. Green with the rebound. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. Then Gasol with the dunk.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Diaw, the pass to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Durant. Misses the three. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Lillard kicks to Turner. To the wing on the left. Portland moving the ball around. Down low. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. 6 points for Pau Gasol. To the left side wing. There's a screen. Over in the corner, Pachulia. That's short off the rim.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Lillard attacking. He dishes it to Carroll. And Lillard kicks to Carroll. Good on the three-point shot. Carroll's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And the Spurs last season became the first franchise to hire a female assistant coach. A big step not just for the Spurs, but really for all of the NBA.
And Portland making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Outside Rondo. Over in the corner, Diaw. To end the run. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Those Gravy is talking about, the assistant that was hired was Becky Hammond, a phenomenal player for a very long time in the WNBA. And Clark, you know, you and I were talking about this before. She was a perfect candidate to become the first full-time female assistant.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it might not seem like that big a deal to some, but this was a big-time barrier breaker that the Spurs pulled off.
Now here's Lillard. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Gasol dishes to Leonard. Shoots it. Rebounded by the Spurs. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Durant just inside the line. The wing jumper off target.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Lillard attacking. Roberson. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep. And here's Rondo. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. He kicks to Diaw. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Lets it go from the wing. Off with the layup.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Kicks it to Gasol. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Gasol's got 8 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here's Lillard. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Diaw with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And Green slams it in.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Lillard against Rondo. They set the pick. Carroll passes to Leonard. From inside. That one a little long.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Rondo kicks to Durant. Back to Rondo. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Green's got 5 now.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Here's Durant. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Durant's got his first 2 points.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Spurs trail by 6. Outside Rondo. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's Gasol. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season. Seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
Lillard attacking. Carroll, no one around him. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Carroll's got 6 points. Rondo against Lillard. Diaw with a wide open look. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Leonard sets a screen for Lillard. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Now, here's Lillard. Diaw missing his last shot. And Carroll gets it to go.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Turner's checked in for Leonard. Landry comes in for Pau Gasol. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Roberson. And it's Livingston in for Lillard.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Carroll dishes to Turner. And a missed layup.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And for Gerald Green, another productive year last season coming off the bench. Though it was a smaller role, a small step back from the season before when he started over half the games for the Suns.
Well, there was a log jam in Phoenix at the wing position last season. He certainly matured, though, as he never complained about not starting, just went out and did his job.
Here's Turner. Turner can't get that one to fall.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Now here's Lynn. He hasn't yet put up. Yeah.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
Here's Henderson. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Takes it from 10. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings. Durant, the pass to Green. There's the pick. Stolen. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. Tries to snap the cold streak. And it's good on the way in. And the Trailblazers lead by 9. Outside, Lynn. Anderson outside. Right side, Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Hits the front of the rim and out. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to Henderson. All alone. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Henderson's got his first points in this one. Outside, Lynn. Out to the right wing. Here's Anderson. Landry grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Fires, high post. And again, it's Portland converting.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger. Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
Spurs trail by 10 on the court for San Antonio. Hood out there with Anderson. Then it's Jeremy Lin. Then it's Lance Stevenson. And it's Blotch in at the 5. Here's Hood. 6 to shoot. And the basket good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Morris outside. It's Henderson on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Here's Lin. A beautiful reverse layup.
Oh, how pretty was that? Used the rim to protect the ball perfectly.
Livingston kicks to Anderson. There's a good screen to the left side wing. Morris dishes to Turner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. From 11 feet away. Cannot hit. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Spurs trail by 9. Lin with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. A 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by Livingston.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Henderson passes to Turner. And it's denied. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession. Leaps for it. 3 on the clock. Lin against Henderson. Outside, Lin. He feeds it to Stevenson. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. A 3 from Anderson. And Turner with the block. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Trailblazers leading by 9. Livingston kicks to Turner. Morris, left side. The feed to Henderson. Livingston dishes to Landry. 4 on the shot clock. And again, it's Portland converting. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
They set the pick to the right side. Here's Hood. Drills it from outside. Hood's got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Livingston kicks to Morris for 3. The rebound by Anderson. Spurs trail by 8. Takes the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And guys, as many rookies do, Rodney Hood hit some major bumps in the road last season. I mean, he came in with the reputation of having an NBA-ready jumper, yet only hit 41% of his shots. He had that foot injury that kept him out for a string of games. However, it really all came together for him in April, the last month of the season.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Trailblazers leading by 5. And getting back to Hood over the last 7 outings of the season, he put up 20-plus points a game. He also, Clark, raised his shooting percentage to 45% from the field, 91% from the free throw line. Pretty impressive numbers.
Well, he was drafted to be a scorer, Kevin, and you're right, very impressive. If he can do that consistently, that'll be nice value for the 23rd pick.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Now here's Lynn. Some solid defense from Lillard.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Now here's Lynn. After the miss from Doug McDermott. And here's Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to Gasol. Portland again missing. Spurs trail by 7. Here's Lynn. In the corner, it's Stevenson. No good on the 3. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Kings. Lillard against Lynn. Lillard attacking. Dishes to Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a 2nd-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Stevenson outside. Back to Diaz. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Pachulia, he's checked in for San Antonio. Durant comes in for Rodney Hood. Gasol, screen on Lin. To the wing right side. McDermott. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
The pass to Durant. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with possession. 9-point game. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Diaw. San Antonio again missing.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Stevenson drives in. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Trailblazers leading by 9. Now, here's Lillard. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Now, that's a great move to get to the hoop. Awesome finger roll finish.
Here is Lin, following the score by Damian Lillard. There's the pick. Passes it to Stevenson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Hit. One shot. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
San Antonio making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
Now here's Rondo. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Over in the corner, Diaw. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Trailblazers leading by 9. Lillard attacking. In the corner, it's McDermott. Off target from outside. The Spurs have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Rondo kicks to Durant. On the wing, Stevenson. Let's go. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
San Antonio calls timeout. And guys, Myers Leonard really showing signs of progress in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90 50%, 40%, 90% for a 7-footer. Unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
So for the Trailblazers, Turner's checked in for Leonard, and Damari Carroll subbed in for Roberson. And San Antonio with the change here too. Green's checked in. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Green's got 12 in the game.
You know, I think Myers Leonard really finding his niche as a stretch big man. And I think with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint. But the way he's shooting, though, that they're not going to complain nor try to limit his impact on the game.
The dish now to Green. Here's Diaw. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Lillard attacking. Feeds to Carroll. Off target from 3-point range.
And, you know, his teammates, Leonard's teammates, encouraged him to just let it fly. So much of the NBA game is confidence, and he's having success putting the ball in the basket, and I think he has a chance to be a very good player.
It's stolen by Carroll. Green against Lillard. Out to the right wing. Here's McDermott. Can't hit. Durant with some nice D.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Green. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And guys, Gerald Green looked to be out of the NBA at one point in his career. But since coming back from Russia, he has completely reinvented himself as a player.
Both shots good from the stripe. And for Gerald Green, and him reinventing himself, really was just known as a dunker before heading overseas.
You know, Kevin, he came back with a better shot and a better understanding of how to win as a player. Strange to think that there was a time that he couldn't find a way onto an NBA roster.
Here's Lillard. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And so he hits the technical free throw. We all know about Durant's injury last season. Strange, because he was the model of health pretty much before that.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, just rarely missed extended time. And factoring he, along with Westbrook, 2 guys who have been really the model of durability. Health is something he nor the fans will ever take for granted again.
Kevin, not a single point in this quarter for him. Obviously, not what they need right now. He's got to score.
Lillard attacking, and Landry throws it down.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 11. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the 3rd quarter started. We've seen Gerald Green really having a great game.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the 3 as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Just absolute domination in this one. For Green, he's got 14 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
They've got Damari Carroll out there. Pau Gasol is out there with Turner. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Roberson in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Now here's Lillard. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Spurs trail by 9. The drive by Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Green's got 16. Talking about Jaja's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loves Jaja. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Here is Rondo after Pau Gasol's bucket. Outside Green and stolen by Lillard. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. Carroll with the 3. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And it's good. 9 points for Kevin Durant.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Spurs trail by 7. That's good. 11 points for Kevin Durant.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Gasol a screen. And Lillard kicks to Roberson. He dishes it to Carroll. 5 to shoot. Here's Lillard. Portland again missing.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
And, Greg, I'm not quite sure why it took him as long as it did to finally get things going, but as we always say, better late than never.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. Portland needs to get off a shot. Carroll. San Antonio with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over to the wing. Jumper off the screen. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Ryan Anderson.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Left side Durant. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Gasol, no good.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Now, here's Gasol. 12 points for him. And Carroll gets it to go. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Damari Carroll.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
Biombo is checked in for Turner. The Spurs making a switch here. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Rondo kicks to Green. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Portland now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Lillard attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
And here's Green outside. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Carroll gets it to go. Carroll's got 16.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The drive by Rondo. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Kicks it to Gasol. A stupendous finish in traffic. 14 points for him.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Anderson is screen on Lillard. And they get it. Biombo with the block. And now Portland on the break. Carroll with the 3. Biombo, the pass to Lillard. Rondo with the steal. Green kicks to Hood. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Hood's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 14 points and 1 steal.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Morris is checked in for Damari Carroll. Henderson comes in for Roberson. And it's Livingston in for Lillard. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Rondo is no good. And Portland with the ball. They've got a 13-2 run going. One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers.
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the Big Three in Boston. That year, it was the Big Four.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the basket by San Antonio. Morris dishes to Livingston. And the wide open shot from Morris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Morris has got 5 points so far. Rondo passes to Blatch. And he gets it to go.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Livingston kicks to Biyombo. It's Henderson on the wing. He's guarded by Stevenson. From the baseline. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Henderson. And that's now 18 points for Pau Gasol.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
San Antonio calls timeout. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get, a solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin, right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Carl Landry is subbed in for Pau Gasol. Here's Henderson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see. And, of course, Gerald Henderson Jr.'s dad was a solid NBA player in his own right. Never made an all-star team, but was a 3-time NBA champion. And ultimately, that's what counts.
Now here's Lynn. Hood. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Lynn. The 10-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Spurs trail by 10. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland on defense. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Shot clock at 6. Stevenson drives in. Plays it up and banks it in. Stevenson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Spurs. There's the feed to Morris. He kicks to Henderson. Morris dishes to Landry. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Lynn the pass to Hood. Back to Lynn. In the corner, it's Stevenson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here is Livingston. He averages about 5 points a game. Landry kicks to Anderson. Back to Landry. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
There's the screen. Lynn dishes to Diaw. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Trailblazers lead by 15. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Trailblazers leading by 15. On the court for San Antonio. They've got Pachulia. Jeremy Lin is out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Boris Diaw. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Portland.
And that one falls for Lin.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Lin.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Livingston passes to Leonard. And here is Landry. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Not doing them any favors with those kinds of errors.
Especially now, Greg, with every possession being so crucial.
Here is Livingston. Here's Landry. Shoots. It's rebounded by Stevenson.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, are you kidding me? Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Livingston. No luck. Good D by Stevenson.
And trying to come up with a highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
From the wing, Landry gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 13. Lin kicks to Diaw. Back to Lin. Diaw down low. He's covered by Leonard. Shot clock at 3. And the basket by Diaw.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. No breathing room at all to take that shot.
Durant drawing the double team. Outside, Lin. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Now here's Leonard. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Spurs trail by 10. Now Lynn. Over in the corner, Diaw. No good from outside. Portland's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Pass to Morris. He feeds it to Leonard. Portland moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Livingston dishes to Landry. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Diaw can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 12. Dishes it to Henderson. Releases from 15. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Anderson. Stripped away. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Down low. Here's Turner. Lillard up top. And finished off by Gasol.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Well, when it comes to finishing ability, he does have something to prove. He's been known to trick some layups here and there.
And getting back to Livingston, he's had comeback after comeback. I mean, each time he'd start to flash those unbelievable movement skills, he'd get injured again. It's a shame because he was on the path to becoming one of the game's great young point guards.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Rondo. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
Blazers ball.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Outside Turner. Back to Lillard. And there's the pass to Gasol. That's good. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
The drive by Green. Anderson can't get it to go. The Blazers on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Lillard gets to Gasol. From deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
And it's good. 14 points for Lillard. There's the pick. Passes it to Green. It's Durant on the wing. And here's Anderson from the arc. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 5 assists in the game. Lillard attacking. There's the dish to Carroll. Turner passes to Gasol. 6 to shoot. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Rondo against Lillard. Right side, Green. Feeds it to Anderson. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go, but he's 5 for 11.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Green dishes to Anderson. Anderson can't get that one to fall. And here's Portland. They're on a 15-5 run here. Kicks it to Robertson. He tries for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Portland leading by 16. Lillard attacking. And Turner kicks to Lillard. And again, it's Portland converting.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
San Antonio calls timeout. Damian Lillard is a 2-time All-Star. He just keeps getting better and better, and I love his demeanor on the floor. He seems a lot older than he really is.
Yeah, he's got an old head, and he's got a very even-keeled disposition about him, which serves him well. He almost missed the All-Star game last season and was an injury replacement.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And for Lillard, that motivation. Remember, he got cut from Team USA a couple summers ago in favor of Derrick Rose and Kyrie Irving. And Lillard calls it wood on the fire. Those things keep him focused and also hungry.
For the Trailblazers, Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Turner. Landry comes in for Pau Gasol. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Robertson. Then for the Spurs, Miller's checked in for Durant. Rodney Hood comes in for Green. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
And remember, Lillard, the former Rookie of the Year. He's had his snubs, but also he's gotten some recognition. Even playing in the Pacific Northwest, he's got his own signature shoe now, and his star definitely on the rise. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketballs. Had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Really just continuing to increase the lead. This one should be easy for the rest of the way.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, at this late stage, a lead like that, it has a team really feeling quite good about itself, and deservedly so.
Here's Carroll. Miller grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
So you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And one of the league's truly special talents making his mark. Once again, another great performance for Damian Lillard. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's Price. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Hood gets the bucket.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
Now, here's Lillard to the left side wing. They get it back. Landry kicks to Bogdanovich. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Price with the ball. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.